Oh yeah! Now we're talking! Enjiro Oda has never been, well, I wanna say he mostly has never been one to speed up the pacing. I mean, everybody, there is a certain manga artist that people just cannot stop to hate because of the fact that he does like that to villains. And right now, I think Enshiro Oda did just that. Only the way he did it was so awesome. But I'm gonna correct what I just said. What he also did, because unlike others, I don't criticize that manga artist. It's the One Piece chapter of 8 to 1. It feels like it's been a long wait, mostly because we got news. News I unfortunately did not record about, but mostly because I didn't have methods. If we were promising that we were soon going to enter our 4 Emperor arc, or maybe our 4 Emperor saga, it wasn't really confirmed to that. I mean, we have the Sanju rescue, and we have confrontation against Kaido. And we all wondered, how long were this So arc going to be, with Jack being attacked, and now we just solved it. In this chapter, Zunisha is crying out in pain as Momonuske and Luffy hears a mighty, strong voice that tells them to order him or something. As Jack's Beast's pirates continue to, well, it's Kaido's Beast pirate, but as they continue to enjoy shooting Zunisha's leg, because even though Zunisha is a gigantic elephant, I wonder if it's just as big as that largest giant in the One Piece world. He is still 1,000 years old, and some more age, and that will have created some relic, and it's pretty repulsive to see that some parts of Zunisha's leg is actually being burned away. And with that, Jack plans to make them climb everything as soon as Zunisha falls on his knees. The weird thing is, Ginrami seems to show some regret or worry. It's then that the voice asks Luffy or Momonuske, or maybe he's asking Momonuske more, and Luffy is just having one who can hear him, to command him. But even though Luffy yells out in the sky, the voice doesn't respond to him, meaning Luffy, as we saw before with the Sea King, Luffy has the power to hear the voice of all things, similar to Goldie Roger. Well, it turns out that the brat Momonuske has it too. But the difference between that is Luffy can hear the voice of all things, but that doesn't mean he can command it. Meaning probably there are some with royal bloodline that have the power to hear and command, but only Luffy had the power to hear, because Lord Odin also had this power. It's then that with something very freaky happens. Is this Kenbusho no Haki too? I mean, it's not really confirmed if the voice of all things are similar to Kenbusho no Haki, but maybe it is. Maybe it's a huge evolving like that. But Zunisha actually opens its eyes. I thought it didn't have any eyes, but it shows a big eyes that actually Momonuske sees through Zunisha's eyes to show them that Jack has returned. And it's attacking them. As the Mink tribe prepares to sail into the boat to deal with Jack, Zunisha reveals to... Yeah, because it's Zunisha who is the voice. He reveals that if he were to fall, Mink tribe will fall. The Mink tribe will fall too. And apparently, 10,000 years ago, Zunisha committed a crime. Or was it so? Well, maybe it's more like... Momonuske does it, and the elephant talks while Momonuske translates in a way. Apparently, the elephant Zunisha committed a crime and have been forced to walk thousands of years carrying the Mink tribe. Isn't that similar to the Greek mythology of Kronos, or am I just thinking about the God of War video game series where Kronos had to walk through carrying carrying Pandora's box on his back. I mean, I know in the Greek myth, I don't think he carried Pandora's box, but in the video game Kratos, we saw that the Titan Kronos walking in the desert carrying the temple that hid Pandora's box. In a way, you could say this is similar, but an elephant committed a crime, and moreover sentenced to forever walk in the ocean until the ends of time? Okay, now I'm even more curious what happened 10,000 years ago. Not because what Zunisha did, but because the fact that he was forced to walk forever. Don't you understand what that means? That means someone made Zunisha immortal. Because the way they say to the ends of time, for me it sounds like when the world will end, not when he will die. I guess it's not, because that almost makes me believe that Zunisha really is immortal. But again, maybe they're meant to walk until he can't walk anymore. But the crime he committed, we do not know. But Zunisha asks Momonuske to command him, because only then he can fight. He is forced to walk forever, but only if someone with, I guess, can hear his voice, commands him. Then he can attack. As Momonuske gets a little bit afraid, Luffy encourages him to yell out on top of his lungs, and Momonuske does, with all his might. It's then the weird thing happens. Zunisha stands up just as it's about to fall, and with one mighty swipe of its gigantic trunk, it destroys Jack's fleet! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Why am I saying that? Because now the story is moving on! I thought we were gonna spend months fighting Jack, but no, no, we're gonna kill him off right here and now. Although, I'm still not sure if we can still say that, only because, well, of how Jack was. But in the end, what could kill Jack? Minks couldn't. So a gigantic elephant. It's pretty ironic, isn't it? I mean, Jack can transform into a mammoth, and an elephant was the one that ended his fleet. I mean, Zunisha does a mighty sweep that destroys the mammoth, and mind you have to mind, even Jack get damaged by that. Yeah, even Jack. His weapon horns practically falls off. Not his horns like here, but you know, here, his tusks, so to speak. I mean, his something. Even Jack get damaged by that. The fleet falls down into the ocean, and it falls down, well, in the ocean, sinks. Oh, you're telling me that's the end of Jack? Well, who knows? Momonuske falls asleep, Zunisha calms down, and now we can move on with the story. But then we all know something is pretty strange. How Jack has found Zunisha, we still don't know. But apparently there is a way for him to have figured it. I mean, Nekomamushi wants to figure that out. So what? Does that mean there's a traitor in the Mink tribe? No, it can't be like that. So yeah, but how did he find out? It's gotta be a reason, right? And so, with everything calmed down, Luffy of course takes forward a bag and asks for a bunch of food. Well, duh, it's Luffy. Because he's now gonna travel immediately. It's then in the far out place where the snow falls, in a place where it almost looks like bars or whatever, a familiar voice calls towards Kaido. It's Scratchman Apu, who now calls him Lord Kaido. Last time we saw the alliance of the Kid, On Air and Hawkings pirates. They were confronted by Kaido. Well, not confronted. Kaido landed in their base and he looked ominous upon them. And it would have been impossible for those three rookie pirates to even scratch Kaido. So, were they defeated? and join into the Kaido pirates? Apparently so. In a way, that makes sense. Because, as I said before, those three pirates are currently antagonists of the 11 supernovas. It's still not confirmed exactly where X-Drake's loyalty lies, but he is also with the Kaido pirates. So in the end, it's four supernovas against Luffy and Law. We need some more allies on the supernova, on the mall. But again, could Drake be someone who's just there for power, or is he really just as evil as we always suspected him to be? After Law, I think X Drake is the most interesting Nova after Law, and I want to know more about Uruj though. So yeah, too many questions, but yet so much awesome. The 4 Emperor arc starts. Luffy heads towards Whole Cake Island soon. The 3 enemy supernovas have joined up with Kaido. The carnage is just getting stronger. But Scratchman Apu reports that they have lost communications with Jack. So does that mean that Jack is now dead? For real? Well, until we get that devil fruit in our hand, I won't believe it. But this time the chips were destroyed. And Jack was a devil fruit user, so unless he just by some miracle hangs on towards wood, I sincerely doubt he has survived this. Give me your thoughts if you have any.